If you want lightning resistance before this fight, then follow this path in the same mission where the boss is. Just continue forward from the waypoint and go to the left. There's going to be a granite golem or whatever it is. With this particular enemy there is a bonus training mission that can be completed in order to get the parchment, which then grants the ability to craft lightning resistance potions. Due to some terrible translations on English, it's difficult to assess what the hell staggered actually means. Staggered in this case means that we have to wait for the enemy to drop on its back. That's a special thing that happens with this particular enemy, and then kill it while it's on its back. Problem is that for him to get to its back, we gotta hit him a couple of times. So doing this against low level enemies, if you're a high level, means that you're probably going to kill them before that happens. So that's why I've chosen this particular enemy in this mission, which is the same mission as the boss. I can easily control his health pool when he is on my level. Another problem is that if you're fighting a regular fight against this particular enemy, he's going to drop on his back much sooner than he is finished, and he won't go on his back again. So we have to make him drop on his back just before he dies. So this is the method that I've used. In this fight, same like the last boss fight, we have to be aggressive as heck. So Vitality Sphere is a must. Pop couple of them during the fight in order to refresh the buff. As you can see, I immediately went right at her. Try to dodge projectiles up front, go through them I mean, and then attack her while dodging. That should stagger her most of the time because she got weak poise. Continue attacking, but only attack while she is flinching when you hit her. When she stops flinching, stop, because she is going to retaliate with something. Check out this shockwave attack. This attack goes back, it's like a boomerang, so watch out for it. I moved forward a little bit so that I avoid damage taken by the same shockwave, which is traveling back to its starting point. The biggest problem of this fight is the bubble. When she's in the bubble, her poise is practically infinite, so it's difficult to get continuous damage on her, because she is going to retaliate all the time. There is a way to stop that bubble from popping up, same like there is a way to stop the skulls to pop up. When she starts summoning the bubble or the skulls, we have to get to her fast and hit her a couple of times. Here's the thing when she is in the bubble. A lot of times I went very aggressive to break the bubble as fast as possible, and that was the problem. She got me somehow and I had to heal up too many times, and then the rest of the fight was much more problematic. So instead, in this situation, I applied a more conservative method. Hit her a couple of times and then wait for the retaliation, then dodge through the retaliation or block through the retaliation and hit her again. Hit a couple of times, stay on the defensive, hit a couple of times, stay on the defensive until the bubble has been broken. Trust me, it's a much better method, unless you have some kind of a build that destroys stamina and bubble in a couple of shots. This here is a perfect example when I went in, stopped to wait her to retaliate, then did my thing to retaliate on top of her retaliation. And I fucked up at the end because I went too overboard when she was not flinching anymore, so she managed to retaliate successfully and hit me. This is a good example of what to do and what not to do in the same sequence. Now the second phase starts. The biggest problem about the second phase is that it's an overload of your senses. You might think that holy shit, what the hell is going on, I'm getting hit from each side, but it doesn't really happen. First, there's going to be a bunch of these projectiles tracking you, run around and then move a little bit inwards in order to avoid all of the projectiles. You can also dodge through them if that's your preference. As for the enemy, it's just a typical enemy. There's going to be a lot of aggressive attacks and long combos, so be prepared for that, but other than that, it's really a normal enemy. Focus on the enemy and forget about everything else. Just to defeat this enemy as fast as possible in your own way. Forget about the boss and forget about everything else. This is a different type of an attack that you might need some help with. In order to avoid everything that he does when he summons that circle on the ground and more summons start to pop up, those summons are only temporary and they are going to try to hit you once. There's 2 summons and there's also some kind of a thing on the ground that is following you and trying to hit you. Run in circles in order to avoid all of the 3, but try to move away from the Grim Reaper when you're running, because by moving away you'll avoid every single attack that he does by summoning these bastards. So move away and in circles. That's going to negate all of the damage from this attack. In my case, after defeating the Grim Reaper, she immediately tried to summon the bubble. So I went aggressive mode on her and started smacking the shit out of her left and right in order to prevent the bubble or any other horseshit that she does. I've also used the Phantom mode because it was all in. More damage I could do at this point, the easier the fight is going to be after. There is one more move that I need to warn you about. It's when she starts spinning her staff. She's going to deal damage to you when spinning her staff, and also there's going to be summoned skulls chasing you around. I suggest to move away from her and avoid the skulls, then go back in. After she's done summoning the skulls and she lunges at you, she's going to do 2 moves, so be prepared for the second attack as well. The biggest issue of this second phase, whatever it is, are the summons. She's going to start summoning ads. I would advise you to defeat them before going back on the boss, because they will be a nuisance that can easily get you out of the rhythm and kill you. The end of the fight is very chaotic. You're gonna have to be a little bit lucky as well if possible, and also continue doing the same thing like you did before. Stay aggressive when possible and stay moderately aggressive when she has the bubble on. Anyway, hope this guide helps. Thank you for watching and see you soon.